Today is today is Thursday, November 25th. My name is Isabella Frey. I am interviewing my grandma, Jean Frey. Good good night, good afternoon, Jean Frey.
Good afternoon, Isabella.
Please tell me your full name.
Jean Frey.
Do you have a nickname?
No.
When were you born?
What?
When were you born?
I was born June 4th, 1937,
Where were you born?
in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Who was the first person in your family to come to America and why?
Oh, my mother, and my immediate family, my grandfather, to have a better life. And then he brought his wife over with my grandmother Rose. And then when my grandmother came, she brought her two children, my mother and her younger brother.
Okay. Who were your parents? What were their names?
Ida and Paul Pale.
How did your parents earn a living?
My father was a salesman and my mother stayed at home.
Describe how you celebrated Jewish holidays when you were a child. Did you celebrate other holidays?
We really didn't celebrate any holidays.
Did you have a bar or bat mitzvah ceremony?
No.
If so, what was it? No. Were you when you were a teenager? Did you have any special celebrations?
No.
Where did you go to school? Can you tell me one story about your 5th grade year?
My 5th grade. Well, in the 5th grade we moved to Cincinnati, and it was the 5th grade, and it was a whole new experience, but I liked it a lot. I made a lot of nice friends.
Okay. Tell us about getting married and starting a family.
Well, we won't talk about getting married. But I had two wonderful children.
What was your first job?
My first, you mean as an adult or when I was a kid?
What was your first job?
Well, when I was a kid, I worked in a drugstore, and I made sodas for people, and then I was in college and I worked in the library, and then I came to New York and I worked in a medical laboratory.
Okay. How did you or your spouse continue to make a living?
Later on, I worked in the lab, and then I decided I want to change my career, and I became a registered nurse.
Did anyone in your family serve in the military during the war? If so, please explain.
No.
Well,
my father was in World War I.
What did or do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play bridge, and I like to sew, and I read a lot.
What inventions have amazed you most during your lifetime?
Say that again?
What inventions have amazed you most during your lifetime?
Oh my goodness. What inventions? I think the cell phone and computers were amazing.
Okay, what was your most proud moment?
When my two children were born.
What advice do you have for future generations?
Study hard and just have a plan, have a dream, and try to follow it.
Okay.
That's
Bye.
it.